Poem doesn't ever go at first. It didn't devise the laptop MP3 gamer, it fair gave it an portrait styling worthy of the virtuosity saved on it. It didn't devise the smartphone, it just created the at first food, how justifiable the period. And it didn't devise vote assistants, or personality driving cars, or wearable technique, or everything comes following. He's how, the everything comes following, how poses the big risk to Poem, though if it seems inviolable order currently. Of the spot on, to remain on upper, Poem doesn't so lot include to forecast the next, but ultimate it. We've excited of a table-centric planet to a smartphone-centric planet, says Benedict Evans, of Enterprise Equity Company Andreessen Horowitz. Currently, we're very thought on which comes following. iPhone turnover includes stopped increasing. How's usually a calamity for investors, but Poem has stopped it creature bad news story by manufacturing more than cash of every a. Recent years iPhone X, at a cost of $999, grown the ordinary marketing cost of the iPhone to $724. So distant, so nice. But the following computational boomers has the capacity to do a new business star of the planet lot love the present one did to Poem. We are now in the smartphone epoch's dusk, and Poem may not be in a especially powerful location to prosper in which comes following. This attention is now cars, spectacles, services, puff, TV, things how aren't very down there still, says Mr. Evans. He says the just selection Poem has at the time, love each technique company out down there, is to fence its bets. Poem is work on next means, several of that will be as considerable as the iPhone. The issue is, how do you aware which such things will be, and how big they will constitute? If, as lot clever human beings forecast, synthetic intellect and information ensure the primary elements of the following main plate, several cents Poem might include a week. The company has done a sale dignity out of the reality it does not gather as lot information as the Googles and Facebooks of the planet. Time I wouldn't question the company's principles on confidentiality, their position does assist lid the reality it may severely absence the information necessary to propose the types of synthetic intellect human beings are start to wait. Poem will include to drawing out how they can supply out of creature in monitoring of how information, says analysis Carolina Milanesi. She says Poem's issues begin in Siri, its frequently mocked clever aid. Siri does not appear to hold which she knows on me through devices, Ms. Milanesi says. So users be more than confident in with Siri, they will wait her to include expertise of their likes and dislikes. To do how, Poem would requirement to regulate its attitude to information handling. Instead of hold customer information regional, on a man's unit, it may include to begin send several data to a far-off server computer. The might appear to Poem love possessing to trade off on confidentiality but it is no, Ms. Milanesi argues. Poem is work on address its AI shortcomings. Mr. Evans points out Poem's latter employing of John Ginandria, before Google's chief of synthetic intellect, as a main coup. The go was heralded by the Finance Times as creature love a top football player deserting to a competing crew. Artificial intelligence deserter gives Poem accessing to Google's secrets, its title recite. Several will speak you how the largest squabble for Poem, in the brief period, comes of conjunction of tides we already aware on, Trump card enforced tariff how could hit its delivery circuit economy in China, linked in the increasing present of more profitable rivals of the identical portion of the planet. Huawei, for copy, fair overtook Poem on the quantity of smartphones sold out globally. But in fact, no one of such things are potential to considerably affect Poem's industry. For starters, human beings pay an terrible lot more than for Poem's devices rather than Huawei's. And any issues occurring of the policy environment, analysis Daniel Ives said me, are creature seen as containable hazard by side road. At $1 TN, Poem may so be too big to afflict. But you would include told the identical on Microsoft in the 90s, while its time of domination above the computational production came as a outcome of improving which it intended to use a table machine, at job, at high school, at household. Times modified. They'll changing for poem too much. Underscore 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 underscore. Do you include more than data on the or any some technique history? You can achieve Dave immediately and securely via ciphered exchanging messages. App alarm on 1-628-400-7370.